Welcome to the Navy SEAL Mindset. I am your host, William Branham. And today we're going to talk about how we're going to get naked. I'm a retired Navy SEAL, sniper instructor, got a few deployments under my belt, and like my shirt and hat and everything that I wear says, it's time to get naked. We've covered what naked is all about. It's about taking that ego off, that armor that you wear around, taking that off, become vulnerable so you can find the healing that you actually need. That's not an easy thing to do. You have to be brave enough to do it. I was actually on a radio show earlier today talking about a young man that died during SEAL training. He died right after Hell Week. I think his mom pitched a big fit, rightly so. That's her baby that passed away. He was in the care of other trained professionals, medical people, whatever. And he made it all the way through Hell Week, and he died of pneumonia. And then there was all sorts of controversy about performance enhancing drugs and not the proper medical care for her son. He had some of the best medical care on the planet. He was hard as nails. He was a stud. I did not personally know him, but I know what he went through that led to his death. He suffered, he sucked it up, and he just put it away because he had a goal that he was going to achieve no matter what. He had a goal that he was going to achieve no matter what the consequence was. Many of us, when we go to BUDS, when we go to SEAL training, we have the mentality of, I'm either going to walk out the front door with a diploma, with a trident on my chest, or I'm going out in a body bag. Unfortunately, that's the way he went out. He is not the first man to die in SEAL training. He will not be the last. I say that unfortunately because it is a travesty every time we lose a service member, especially to training. But we are training for war. We are training for combat. We are training for the worst case scenario. We're training to protect this nation, to serve this nation, to take the fight to the enemy. That's why we do it. And to be the best version of ourselves every single day. So going back to the get naked mindset, going back to the Navy SEAL mindset, we've already covered what almost all of the letters in naked stand for. The N, again, is for never quit. The A is accept failure. The K is to kill mediocrity. The E is expose your fears. And the D is do the work. You know what? We didn't do D. That's what we're going to do today. Episode 007, do the work. That's what we're about to do. So let's do it. Again, this is generally something I give from stage. It's a presentation I give from stage. And just like last episode, I give the man in the arena. I talk about Teddy Roosevelt's man in the arena. I do two of the verses from that speech. It's a very long speech. I do two of the verses. Most people, when they recite man in the arena, they only recite one. But when I found a recording of it on YouTube, the narrator recited two verses. So that's what I learned. And actually my daughter, who is 9 years old right now, she can say it as well as I can. And one day I'll be on a stage and I want there to be at least 1,000 people in the audience, maybe more. And when it comes to that point of the presentation, I'll bring her up and we'll say man in the arena together, just like that. And if you ever check out anything else on YouTube, if you're listening to this, watching this on YouTube, or if you're listening to this on audio, go to YouTube, check out the Navy SEAL Mindset, William Branham, and you can see, or just check out my Instagram, william.r.branham, and you can see a video of my daughter and I doing the man in the arena. And I think I kick it off, and then it doesn't matter where I stop, she will pick it up and she'll run with it. And so that's what we do. And that's really what I'm talking about when I'm talking about doing the work. You see in today's society of social media, TikTok for sure, has really jacked our brains. We have this sort of entitlement, dopamine hit, instant gratification kind of mindset. Unfortunately, that is the truth. And that sucks for us as a nation. And it sucks for us as individuals because we've forgotten what it's like to do the work. We've forgotten what it's like to do something and not expect an instant return. I was listening to a podcast a little while ago, Andy Frisella podcast, and he was talking about planting seeds every day. You know how you grow a giant oak tree? an acorn had to fall from another oak tree, or out of a squirrel's butt, or out of a bird's butt, or something like that. And that acorn went into the ground as a seed and it grew into a mighty oak, but it didn't happen overnight. Most of us forget what it's like to do the work. I know you've probably heard the saying that you have to eat an elephant one bite at a time. It just takes time. Or Rome wasn't built in a day. Well, I guarantee you, Rome was built every single day until it became an empire. And then it continued to be built once it became an empire. It wasn't until Rome stopped building itself did it fall. And that's what happens to us. Maybe we do a little bit of work and we get some results. Maybe it's in the gym, maybe it's working out, maybe it's academically, maybe it's in business. We do a little bit of work, we get some satisfaction, we get some good things happening in our life, which is awesome. But then we stop doing the work and our results go away. Whether it's in the gym, it's in business, in a relationship, it doesn't matter what it is. We forgot the value of doing the work, why doing the work is so critically important. It's absolutely important. It's the most important thing that you can do. It's putting everything together and not looking for a result, not looking for instant gratification. Alex Hormozy, I think he does a really good job of explaining this when he says, can you wait 10 years for the result? Can you wait 10 years to ask someone to pay attention to you? Can you just continue to farm and plant seeds and do the work without any sort of expectation from the work that you put in? That's where the real joy truly comes in. That's where the real results come in. It's that journey. It's that journey of doing the work. You see, in the SEAL teams, we have a saying that says you have to earn your trident every day. Earn your trident every day. You know, when I started SEAL training, when I graduated SEAL training, we did not have that saying in our vernacular. We had the only easy day was yesterday. We had, if you're not cheating, you're not trying. And I'll kind of talk about those slogans in a minute. Pain is weakness leaving your body. Those are all the slogans that we had. We did not have earn your trident every day. And I'll be honest, when I graduated from SEAL training, and this has happened to me over and over and over again, and I keep being reminded, and it's probably happened to you once or twice or more times in your life. When I graduated SEAL training, I thought the hard work was done. I thought when I showed up at the SEAL team after I'd graduated, it was going to be easy. No one's going to be yelling at you. You don't have to be wet and sandy. You don't have this pressure of performance every single day from the instructors. Well, I'm going to tell you a little secret here. In the event that you want to try and become a Navy SEAL, and if you do, I encourage you to go do it. It doesn't get easier when you get to the SEAL teams. It actually gets harder because you're expected to perform better today than you did yesterday, and that's why they say the only easy day was yesterday. It doesn't matter how hard it was yesterday or how easy it was or how well you performed yesterday, how good you felt, how motivated you were. It doesn't matter. No one cares. You know what they care about? What are you doing for me today? And one of the awesome things about being in the SEAL teams, even as a leader, if I showed up and I had a little pity party and I didn't perform to the level that I needed to perform, the level of performance that was expected of me, at least matching the performance that I had yesterday, then the newest guy on the team had the right and the authority and the responsibility to call me out, to tell me I was being a little bitch. What's your problem? Your job is to perform. Your job is to lead. Why are you not leading from the front? And that's what leaders are supposed to do. They're supposed to lead from the front. They're supposed to set the example and then demand people to perform at least or better than them. At least perform as well as me. So when I had brand new guys in the SEAL teams who were fresh out of training, they're in the best shape that they've ever been in. Clearly in better shape than me, especially as I got older. So my job was to beat them any way I possibly could. Fair and square, outshoot them, outrun them, out PT them, do more runs in the house than them, do more runs during land warfare than them, do more than them. And when I did more than them every time, I earned their respect. The respect came from doing the work and doing the work every single day and not expecting any kind of gratitude, any kind of reward. My reward was just showing up and doing the work. Actual rewards followed that by having a badass team that would listen to me if I needed to ask them to do something very hard, something very difficult. But I also had to be willing to do the work myself. I had to be willing to get out there and do the shit work. I had to be willing to get out there and take out the trash, sweep and mop the floors, do the really unsexy stuff, do the paperwork, do the heavy lifting, go out and help set up boats, help get ready. As a leader, I'm busy doing other stuff. And it's the junior guy's responsibility to do that heavy lifting of the hard, dirty, nasty work. But the way that you get respect is you go out there and you do the work right next to them. You go out there and you show them how to do it. You lead from the front. So the fifth SEAL secret of this Navy SEAL mindset is do the work. Show up for yourself, show up for your team every single day. It's all about never quitting. It's about accepting failure, killing mediocrity, exposing your fears, and doing the work. And again, it's doing that every single day. So my question to you, are you ready to get naked? And are you ready to embrace this Navy SEAL mindset? If you are, I have created a PDF that lays out all of the things that I've talked about in the last 4, 5, 6, 7 episodes or so. But if you go to the website, the number 5sealsecrets.com, that's what if you're watching YouTube, that's what the 5SS with a trident through it is on the screen, 5sealsecrets.com. Put your name, email, phone number, whatever it asks for in there. And I will send you a PDF that talks all about what it means to get naked. What the 5 SEAL secrets, the Navy SEAL mindset. That's our first 7 episodes of the Navy SEAL mindset. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Next episode, I'm going to talk about leadership from a lot of different perspectives. But one of those perspectives is going to be training leaders to do work or to lead in a gunfight. There's not much more out there that's higher stress than being in a gunfight, other than leading in a gunfight. Because the decisions that you make in a gunfight are literally the difference between life and death. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Again, this is the Navy SEAL mindset. You guys stay awesome. Don't forget to get naked, and I'll talk to you soon. Hey, this is William Branham, retired Navy SEAL, 26 years of service, and I have a free gift for you. Go to 5sealsecrets.com, the number 5, SEAL as in Navy SEAL, 5sealsecrets.com. Go download your free copy of these 5 SEAL secrets, and I'll give you a secret. The secret is naked. Naked is an acronym. Go over there and find out what it is. 5sealsecrets.com, totally free. All you got to do is give me your name and email so I can send that to you, and it's all yours. Then you can start learning how to think like a Navy SEAL. Talk to you guys soon.